In today's video, we're going to talk about making $2,000 using Gmail. Paul James here. Welcome back to another video today. I am so excited you're here. Like the title of the video says, we're going to be diving in talking about how to make $2,000 with Gmail. Truth be told, you could use any email service, but I just know Gmail is the most popular one. And I'm going to be including the actual email templates in this video today for you to actually go copy and use. So we're back home from Florida. It was fun. Also, I want to let you know we've got a limited time drop back in of the CEOwned shirts here. So you definitely want to go and cop that before they're gone. We've got a coupon going on. It's not going to last long. It's 10 off. So if you use the coupon code 10 off in the store, you'll get $10 off of your purchase if you buy a shirt. And they'll probably sell it fast. They sold out really fast last time. Also, if you're new here, you want to make sure that you subscribe and tick the bell notification icon because I answer all questions that come in on the channel within the first 30 minutes of every upload. So the best way to get your question answered is to make sure that you're here on time for that so that I can answer your questions. Also, I'm going to be giving away shirts on Instagram. If you go and follow me at @HelloPaulJames, I will announce giveaways in my stories of this very shirt right here. So pretty exciting. We've got the CEOwned line on the back and then the cool logo on the front. Anyways, I don't want to waste any more time. Let's go hop on a computer and jump into this video. All right, guys, so welcome to today's video. We're going to dive right in. I've got some really exciting stuff to share with you. Paul James here. We're talking about today 2 proven email templates my students and I use to land high-paying, talking $2,000 a month clients. Depends what you want to bill. You could bill $1,000, $2,000, $2,500. You could even bill $5,000 a month. But we land these clients like clockwork, not just myself, but also my students. A lot of them, I'm going to share some of that with you today. Now, the cool part about this method, I'm going to be giving you the email templates today in this video. So that's really exciting. But also, I just want to share with you, this method does work, even if you're a beginner. It works if you don't have any existing clients. So I know a lot of people out there, when they just get started, you know, it can be hard to land a client, to land that first $1,000 client or $2,000 client because you don't have any existing clients. You don't have a portfolio. You don't have anything to point to. So don't worry, this method works regardless of that. It also works regardless of if you're starting out with 0 credibility. So again, if no one knows who you are, you haven't really had much to really speak of, to show people, that is okay because I'm going to share with you how this method builds credibility, it builds trust, and it validates that in the mind of the person who you're going to land as a client right away. I do want to be transparent and upfront though that there are some qualifications for this. So if you're sitting here watching this video and you're wondering, you know, will this work for me? It's not going to work for everyone. So who is this not for? Who won't this work for? It will not work for you if you give up easily. So this method does require some follow-up. So 2 emails I'm going to give you specifically is 2 points of follow-up, but sometimes, you know, you do need to follow up after these 2 emails as well to just kind of send reminders like, oh, hey, you know, how did this work out type of thing. And it just nudges, you know, it's nothing crazy, but sometimes you need to send some follow-up emails. So if you're someone who like gives up easy or you quit, it's not going to work for you unless you get out of that mindset and unless you start to shift things to be in it for the long term. This is not going to be for you. It won't work for you if you're not willing to put in some legwork. So because you have no credibility right now, or if you don't, and if you have no portfolio right now, this method does require you to do a little bit of work up front. It has some legwork built into it, which means you're going to have to do a little bit of effort up front in order to get this to work. But that's okay because the payoff is big at the end, right? If you put in some work, you know, hopefully that work will pay off for you. Obviously, no guarantees. I can't guarantee anything, but I can only share what's working for me and what's working for a lot of my students that go out there and actually implement this. So that's what I'm going to share with you. If you're willing to put in the work, you know, you should see some cool results from it. And again, just the last point, this will not work if you don't work. If you're someone who you think you're just going to push a button and you're going to land clients, it doesn't really work like that. You know, you do have to put in effort. You have to take action in whatever you do in life. So I've got some proof that it works, but it looks pretty small. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it up on the screen here. This is the exact same thing. Now I got this in my support desk. Someone filled this out. They wanted to share a success story with us on Thursday, actually. They went and filled this out. So this is from Felipe, and I blocked out his last name and his email just for privacy's sake, obviously. But he says, "Hey Paul, I have successfully started a lead generation business from Hawaii." So that's cool. Everything is running smooth and easier than you ever explained. I'm happy to hear that because, when you look at someone else doing this stuff, we make it look easy sometimes, right? I know how that is. I've been where you are right now. I know how that is. So I'm happy to hear that it was easier than maybe you expected even. So Felipe says, "I'm bringing in anywhere from 2 to 5K a month. Just a few months ago, I was sleeping in the back of my 88 Volvo. I don't live in a house yet, but have got a place of my very own." That's awesome, Felipe. I sent this message to you to let everyone know it works, even for a little island. So obviously Felipe is over in Hawaii, so maybe not as big of a population as here where I am. In Wisconsin and Florida, we have much bigger population. So yeah, that's awesome. This works from anywhere in the world, by the way. Like even Felipe in Hawaii, still in the United States. But even if you were in like China, for example, you could still do this because you could target businesses over there, but also you could target United States-based businesses or Canadian-based businesses or UK-based businesses. It doesn't matter. So here's an explanation of the method. We're going to start to dive in. So the way that this method works is you're going to put in some legwork up front and you're going to start to get a lead. Okay, leads. We're talking about the lead generation business. Now, ways that you can get leads are you can do SEO, which is search engine optimization. This means ranking something on page 1 of Google. And basically what you would do if you go this route, and there's other routes too, I'm going to explain those. If you go this route, you take the customers that come in and land on your website and you capture them on like an opt-in form, or some people use phone numbers. I like to use forms. You've seen those contact forms on websites where they ask for your name and your email address and you put in a little inquiry. That's what you would do. Like maybe you would rank a website for roof repair, for example. And on there you would say something like, "Get a quote for your repair." And you would just have like a little form on there that has their name, phone, and what's wrong with your roof. All right, and that form would go to your email address. So what you would do from this point, after you capture that lead, we'll talk about some other ways you can capture leads as well, is you would take that lead and you're going to pick a couple companies that you think you want to work with. Pick out like 5 to 10. I recommend like right around 5 or 6 is usually what we do and our students do. And you're going to email what's wrong with their roof repair. So if a lead comes in from that website, they say that they have a leaky roof in their bedroom, you're going to pick 5 to 6 roofing companies that you think you want to work with and you want to sell these leads to. And you're going to email them and you're going to ask them if they can fix this roof, if they can fix a roof repair. So you're kind of like the middleman, right? You're connecting the customer with the roofing contractor, and the roofing contractor, this is of no cost to the customer, but the roofing contractor pays you for that lead. Might be like $50 for that lead. Okay, so that's the method. Now, again, SEO is not the only way to get those leads. You could do Facebook ads, meaning you run an ad and then the ad comes to your website and fills out the form. The form gets sent to your email. You email that to 5 people you want to work with. If you don't want to spend any money at all, you could do Craigslist ads. That's a good way to generate leads. Post Craigslist ads for roof repair. I'm just giving you examples. And obviously roof repair isn't the only industry. I'm just, using an example here for the sake of this. So let me get into the email templates here now so that we can kind of explain how those work. Okay, so let me just bring this up a little bit because the formatting got a little messed up. So email 1. This is the email. Now remember, these are the emails that you're sending off to the actual contractors, right? To the 5 roofing contractors in this example that you think that you would want to work with. So email 1, subject line, "Can you give me a ballpark estimate on this?" So in the body of the email, you might say something like, "I'm looking to get my furnace replaced," or "I'm looking to get my roof repaired." Whatever the lead said when they filled out the form. "Our house is blah, blah, blah square feet. Can you please tell me about how much this would cost?" So you may be thinking, well, I'm not actually the customer. So why am I emailing this over to the contractor in this way? The reason why is because we want the contractor to know that we actually have work for them. So rather than like pitch them on lead gen right away and say, hey, do you want to buy leads from us? Everyone's doing that. We need to stand apart from the crowd. We're going to just show them what our lead actually wants. Because the lead already filled out a form and that form came to our email, we already know what kind of work they're looking to get done. So we're going to go on the customer's behalf straight to these 5 contractors and say, hey, can you do this? How much would you charge to do this? And they'll usually email something back like, yeah, we need to come out to your house to do an estimate. They might say that. Or they might say, oh, yeah, we could do that. It would be about $5,000. And it's really cool when they do that because then you know exactly what this lead is worth to them. And if you're asking $50 for it, well, that sounds like a really nice trade to me. They pay you $50, they get a $5,000 job. That is a win-win situation. So here's where email template number 2 comes in. And this email is the response to them. So when they tell you the price of what it would cost, or when they tell you they need to come out for an estimate. And this is the reason why we email 5 or 6 different roofing contractors or whatever contractors we think we want to work with. Because we know that not everyone's going to respond, right? Maybe only 2 out of the 5 respond, or maybe only 1 out of the 5 responds. So we email multiple at the same time so that we're not wasting any time. Whoever responds first, we'll respond back to. Whoever will buy the lead first from us is the one who we'll end up working with. So email number 2, this is the reply. We usually say something like this. Thanks for the reply. This is actually a lead that came over from one of our websites. Here's the customer's name and number. If you want to give them a call, we'd like to work out a strategic partnership where we continue to give you the rest of our leads. Let me know if you're interested. So why we give them the customer's name and phone number now at this point, and we only do this to one contractor, whoever gets back first, because we don't want to give it out to like all 5 of them, obviously, because then they'd be all competing for that lead. We want to give it to just one. And the reason why we give them a free one right now is because this is going to build up that credibility. This is why this method works even if you have no credibility and you're starting from scratch. So we build up that credibility now. We give them a free lead to try it out because when they see just how good our leads are, then they'll be willing to pay us for them moving forward. And that's why this method works so well. And again, it can take some follow-up from this point, after they get the lead and they go and they try it out. You might need to follow back up and say, hey, how did that lead work out for you? Or, hey, we've got some more leads. Are you ready to work something out where you buy them from us? And again, something like this, customers would pay like $50 a lead for like roof replacements, for example. And if you're getting, it just depends how many leads you get in. 30 leads a month. Let's do the math on that. Let's just say you got them 30 leads a month, $50 a pop. That's $1,500 a month that you'd be making off that one single client. And you can rinse and repeat this over again. I'm going to give you an alternate email number 1 because not everyone's going to be entering the contractor space. Let's pretend instead of entering the contractor space, you wouldn't want to position things if you're working for a hair salon, for example, as can you give me a ballpark estimate on this? So for like a hair salon, your first email when you get a lead come in might be something like haircut this Wednesday ? I was wondering if you had Wednesday afternoon for a men's haircut. Boom. Simple, right? And when they respond back and they say, yeah, we could do this Wednesday, then boom, you respond back with email number 2. Thanks. This is a lead that came from our website. Here's the customer's name and number. Give them a call to have them come in on Wednesday. We'd like to work out a partnership where we give you the rest of our leads. Let me know if you're interested. Boom, done deal. It's the same strategy here. And it just depends, what kind of niche you enter, what kind of industry. We've entered different things from heating and air conditioning to remodeling to salons, all kinds of different stuff. It works for a lot of different niches. All right, guys, so there you have it. That is the method. I hope that you enjoyed this video today. If you did, don't forget to smash a like on it. Don't forget to be subscribed so that you can get your questions answered because I answer all questions that come in within the first 30 minutes of every video if you leave a comment on the video. So I'm thinking about putting up a part 2 follow-up of this video if you enjoyed it, to go into more details about how to generate leads like this. If so, leave a comment, let me know, and I might just do that in my next upload if we get enough good feedback. But anyways, guys, I am Paul James. We'll see you in another video. Peace out.